Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to another episode of the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hey, what's going on?
And Redwine.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
We'd like to welcome you to the Pajama Party. We'd like for y'all to sit back and relax, pour yourself a nice drink, get comfortable, chill out. It's Friday. You made it through the week.
Woo!
And we got various things to talk about tonight. Ketel, you want to give them a rundown on what's going on?
Sure thing. We got the hot topics, of course. What's popping with Poppa DD? He's going to be in rare form. Y'all ladies better watch out tonight.
Yes, I am.
I'm just saying with Redwine.
Oh, yeah. And you know I'm always just saying. Because that's what I do.
Watch out now. I got her favorite red wine, so she's going to turn it up tonight.
Uh-oh. Turn down for what?
See what I'm saying? We also got weird news. Hit it and quit it headlines. That's something new that we started. Living for the city. That's Poppa again. Watch out now.
Living for the city. Look out.
Got the Hollywood wrap-up, of course, with me. And, of course, we got the Kiss It list. You guys know what that's about. But we'll let y'all, we'll explain it what that's about.
That's right. Anybody on the Kiss It list you can call up and tell us who you want to put on the Kiss It list.
Right.
It's been a long week. If somebody pissed you off, give us a call. We'll put them on the Kiss It list for you.
And we're going to have something special for tonight. Something called the Blackness. Keep on, keep on. We're going to do that at the top of the hour. You guys want to pierce your ears to the sounds of the blackness tonight. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we're going to be an extended show tonight for 2 hours, and on the back end of the show, we're going to talk about your blackness, whether it's blue black, regular black, brown black, light black, whatever you are,
yellow
wherever
black,
you are, whatever
no
you think
color,
you are.
African American, whatever you want to call yourself.
Right.
And also, we got to have the last word for the night.
Right.
So, like Papa said, sit back, relax. You guys want to call in? What's the number again, Papa?
The number is 914-803-4306, or listen to us on the internet at apajamaparty.com. We're going to take a small break, and we'll be right back at you.
All right.
You're in the right place at the right time. It's the Pajama Party. www.apajamaparty.com. Produced by DC Homegrown Entertainment. Don't just sit there yelling at the air. You've got an opinion? We want to hear it too. Dial 914-803-4306. That's 914-803-4306. Don't let us have all the fun by ourselves. We've got room for you at the Pajama Party. And remember, it's PJs only, no clothes allowed. Operators are standing by. Well, they're lounging on pillows, but they're waiting for your calls. So call us now, 914-803-4306. Now back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party. Oh, you want to throw pillows?
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hey, what's going on?
And Redwine.
With the long stiff.
Whatever.
What we got going on tonight? Let's start with the hot topics. What we got going on tonight?
Yeah, I heard this article I read earlier in Paris. There's a woman that was 36 years old. She is the first woman to successfully have a uterus transplant. Did y'all hear about that?
Wow. No.
Really?
Tell us more about that.
She was able to get a transplant because she was actually born with some kind of genetic situation where she was born without a uterus.
What is a uterus, by the way?
That is like the womb where the baby would reside if you were pregnant.
Oh, okay.
So without a uterus, you cannot have a successful pregnancy, Poppa DD.
Okay.
So what happened? See, what happened was she was able to get this transplant from a 61-year-old woman who was actually a friend of their family.
Why she get such an old uterus?
Well, the uterus may have been old, but it was still functional. All she needed the uterus to do was to hold the baby.
Okay.
So what she did is she and her, it said partner, so I'm assuming this is not her husband. So I'll say her man, her partner.
Significant other.
Right.
They went through the process of cryogenics to freeze the sperm and to extract the eggs and put all that in the freezer, so to speak, while they went through, they put it in the Frigidaire.
There you go.
So while they were waiting for the transplant to happen, they went on and did that. After about a year, they had to make sure that the body didn't reject the new uterus. Once they got that all taken care of, they went and inserted the embryo into the transplanted uterus, and it took.
The 61-year-old uterus.
The 61-year-old uterus.
Now, how long did that take?
Well, they waited about a year before they did the transplant. So once they found that they did the test and found out that the woman was successfully pregnant, she went through the pregnancy until she ran into a few problems along the way. She ended up with some gestational problems called preeclampsia, which is one of the things that some pregnant women experience, and it has to do, I don't know what causes it, but I know the root, the
that
end
sounds
of
like
it
a disease, preeclampsia.
Well, you end up with a lot of swelling.
Redwine, you are much smarter than the fuck we are.
Well, that's because I watch all those medical shows. You know what I'm saying? I watch House and stuff like that.
Okay.
So you end up with a lot of swelling and stuff, and it can be dangerous, and you can die from it.
Okay.
So what they did is when they found that she was suffering from preeclampsia at about 31 weeks of gestation of her pregnancy, they went on and took the baby by cesarean, and the baby was fine. So the baby was born at 3 pounds 9 ounces. I do not know
3 pounds.
3 pounds.
Girl, boy.
I don't know what the gender of the baby was, but
sure
I know that the baby was fine.
I'm not gonna be funny, but be sure it wasn't both.
You know what? Just because the womb was old, the baby was fine. So she was able to have a successful pregnancy, and it all worked out. So that she became the first successful transplanted uterus.
That wasn't a Benjamin baby, was it?
Nice.
No, it was not Benjamin Button. So don't even go there.
So mother in hermaphrodite is doing well.
See, it's not hermaphrodite. You know what? Shout out to the mama and the baby and the significant other.
And Benjamin.
You know what? Y'all are wrong for it.
What you got, Papa?
You know, by the way, we're in DC, Washington DC tonight, and we have a live audience. If y'all want to say something.
Live audience?
We have a live audience tonight.
Party up in the house.
We have some friends and family here that are participating in the studio with us tonight. And at least once open bar, we have food, all that jazz.
Bartender, another drink, please.
Once a month, we like to have a live audience, which lets us get the flavor of. Our next topic would be pretty disturbing topic in
here we go again.
Hammond, Indiana, of all places. I never even heard of it. But I happened to see a video of this. I heard in Indiana. I never heard of Hammond, Indiana. Okay, another cop went overboard. Another cop of a Caucasian persuasion went overboard. He stopped a couple, a well-to-do middle-class couple with a son and daughter in the back seat of SUV. Stopped them for a seatbelt violation, and it went on with the male black passenger in the passenger seat. He was there with his lady and her 2 children in the back, and after a while, he was telling him to get out the car, and the gentleman didn't want to get out of the car. He just saying, this is. Anyway, what had happened is that after a while, I guess the cop got a little frustrated. He called the guy an asshole. The gentleman that they stopped that was in the passenger seat asked to speak to a supervisor, and the cop claimed I got bars on my collar. So I'm a supervisor. Called him an asshole or whatever he said. And then he proceeded to get a pipe out of the car, and he busted the window right in the gentleman's face.
And were the kids in the back seat?
Kids were in the back seat screaming. A little boy back there who was about 14 years old, he was videotaping the whole thing. And the mother said, could you record this situation? She said to her son. He said, I'm recording it already, Mom.
That's good.
So anyway, they end up tasing him after they busted it. I mean, the window just shattered in his face.
Wow.
It was just another case of.
And the cop snatched him out the window. Or
snatched him out the car. Yeah. What I don't understand is how are you doing this stuff when stuff is already going on right there in Ferguson?
Wow.
Stuff is already in the news. Stuff is in the news already.
Yeah. And
you still doing stuff that's going to bring on controversy. That just show you that some of these Caucasian cops just don't give a. I need a disclaimer on here, please. Give me a disclaimer.
Give him a disclaimer.
I need to.
Yeah. Papa, getting ready to be wrong.
The program contains coarse language and nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
Some of these Caucasian cops are so fucked up. It's not even funny. You know, anytime you know the stuff is already in the news, they know Ferguson is on lockdown and been on lockdown. Now you're trying to get Hammond, Indiana on lockdown. Mm-hmm. You know, you need to perceive this stuff before it does. But some of these people have such a heavy, strong level of racism inside their blood that some of them just can't help themselves.
Yeah.
So the way that he broke this window was just crazy. Mm-hmm. You know, shattered all the glass in the gentleman's face, kids back in the back. Now those kids are traumatized for life. For seeing all this happen, and a little boy being 14 years old, and you know who knows what goes on with how he's gonna feel growing up. Yeah. So it's a very interesting situation. The family's suing, thank God, and the little boy got the whole thing on video. A little 14-year-old boy did a great job.
For, Papa?
Who knows? But I hope they sue for everything they got.
They need to sue for some billions. You know it's gonna go down.
Yeah, well, you know it's almost getting to the point like Gil Scott-Heron said years ago that the revolution will not be televised. You know all this stuff going on seems like it's good because the stuff happening is on the news. But after a while, it's going to get so bad, it's going to be on the news. Right. It's going to be on looting. It's going to be on electricity. When the grid go down and the stuff start happening, it's going to be crazy. So
I hear you.
That's all I got to say on
that. Well, that family is suing, though, right?
Yeah, they are. So
you know how much?
Well, we'll see what happens.
I don't know. I wish they could get Johnny Cochran. Is he still around?
Don't even try.
Yeah, don't talk
Johnny's
about
gone, baby. Johnny's gone.
But I mean,
Cochran firm. Yeah, he's still around.
Johnny Cochran law firm.
Well, look, they need Johnny Cochran firm on AT&T. Because they're going to be on the damn kisser list.
What they got?
AT&T has been caught by cramming unnecessary charges to the customers.
What?
They even got me.
Oh, no.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Not Ketel?
Yep. They keep charging me $15 for my gigabytes. I got their damn gigabytes. I'm going to take the damn gigabytes and cram it up.
You know, I always thought that gigabytes cannot be counted. Who the hell? What is that, an illusion?
Somebody is sitting there counting the gigabytes.
I don't know how they're doing it.
I don't either.
But they called it cramming. It said the customers were given items or services on their bills that they never requested or they never wanted. So, you know, they're trying to justify, you know, what's on there. And like, okay, well, we need to charge you for this and for this and for that. Kiss my, charge.
How long have they been charging you this $15?
Too damn long.
Too long?
At least for the past 2 months.
You probably just now noticed it.
No, because it comes on my day when
you just trust them and you just pay the bill.
Yeah.
Because you know what I heard on the news is that they had stuff on their bills where they were charging people for stuff like horoscope services.
Are you serious?
And what's the other things? Like little messages, like jokes and all kind of little stuff like that.
Yeah, joke of the day and all that other bullshit.
Where it's like third-party services.
Right.
And they're getting a cut from it, but they put that junk on your bill, and then they keep charging you for it, and if you don't notice it, they just keep billing you for it.
Well, look, if anybody's got charged by AT&T, call us and give us your comment what's going on with you.
Yeah, if you got AT&T, read your bill. I know you just want to pay your bill and keep it moving, but read your bill, see what's going on there, see what they call reoccurring bills.
Okay.
We're gonna take a commercial break.
We have a caller.
Oh, we got a call?
We have
a caller. We got Cynthia on line 1. Cynthia, are you there?
Yes, Cynthia and Eugenia shouting out. We're having a party over here at 1410 Missouri Avenue at the Mansion.
All right now.
Hey, Cynthia and Eugenia, welcome to the Pajama Party.
Hey, what's going on?
You know y'all is a goddamn mess.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you're listening.
You is a hot mess. Y'all's a hot mess.
I'm a hot mess?
A hot mess. Y'all got a lot.
All right now. Well, I'm glad you're listening. Just keep listening. Are you at AT&T?
No, we were Verizon, the best.
Oh, okay.
I heard that.
Both of us.
Y'all big dogs. Okay.
Look, we about to switch over to Verizon. We about to kiss. We gonna put AT&T on the kissing list for sure tonight.
Yeah, I added them while you were talking. They're on the kissing list.
Okay. Well, ladies, thanks for calling and enjoy your party because we still not partying over here.
But we're over here talking health issues when we said we had to check with you all, and then y'all, all of a sudden we heard y'all talking about AT&T. But that's okay.
Okay. All right.
Your prayers.
All right. Thanks for
All right.
calling.
All right,
Will.
thank you, ladies. Keep listening.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate you.
Bye.
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 All right.
All right, we're going to take a small commercial break. Give us a call if you like, 914-803-4306, or listen to us on the web at apajamaparty.com.
It's the Friday night adult talk show, The Pajama Party, on Blog Talk Radio, produced by DC Homegrown Entertainment. Visit us online at www.apajamaparty.com. Click the banner and you can join us online, or call us right now at 914-803-4306. The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the Pajama Party crew and you. So pick up the phone and call us now, 914-803-4306, and tell us what's on your mind. There's a big fluffy pillow reserved up front just for you at the Pajama Party. And remember, it's PJs only, no clothes allowed. Pass it on. Now let's get back to the Pajama Party crew and more of the Pajama Party. That better not be my robe.
All right, we're back at Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hey, what's going on?
And Redwine.
What's up? What's up? It's Friday night.
All right,
What?
we're still in the middle of the hot topics. Next up, Redwine, what you got next?
Yeah, I got a story about the youngest pusher I've seen in a long time.
I'm your mama. I'm your daddy.
Sing it, baby.
I'm that Negro in the alley.
What?
I'm your papa when
We
you
got a
need
story
me.
about a 4-year-old that brought some heroin to school, y'all.
I'm your pusher man.
Watch out now. This 4-year-old brought some heroin to school.
What?
Now, apparently, I'm assuming now, and I know what happens when you assume, but I'd like to believe that she did it by accident. So the way the story goes is that the preschooler's mom was arrested after her 4-year-old daughter brought 249 packets of heroin
Serious?
to a Delaware daycare and started handing them out to the other 4-year-olds.
Candy?
Started with candy.
Wow.
Like, look, y'all, I got candy. I got some candy.
Well, where did she get the candy from?
She got it from her mama.
Shut
As
up.
it turned out, the dog, or the family pet, the story said, had done something and destroyed her book bag.
Wow.
So the mama said, here, just take this other book bag. That was the book bag full of heroin.
With the dope.
Are you
With all the
serious?
I was the book bag with the dope.
Full of heroin.
Oh,
wow.
She took the book bag and went on to school, looked in the book bag and went, oh, candy. So she started handing it out like somebody dealing cards and tables. And one of the teachers saw it and thought, that doesn't look quite right.
Okay.
So she went and intercepted the stuff and said, wait a minute, what is this? So they looked at it and realized that something wasn't right about these little packets.
Right.
And they got it all and, collected it from the kids. So none of the kids were hurt.
Wow.
Nobody opened it or anything like that.
That's good.
So nobody got hurt from it, but the mother, she's 30 years old. Her name is Ashley Toll.
And doing 30
And this
years.
happened in Delaware.
Delaware as in the smallest state.
The smallest state in the union.
With the
This is
most
crazy.
You think I pay no taxes?
Well, yeah.
smallest state with the most heroin.
I'll tell you. So the mother is, she's been arrested for, let me see, she was released on $6,000 bond and has a court order not to contact the kids or the relatives that are keeping them. But she had 2 other kids. She had a 9-year-old.
So they took the kids from her?
They took all of them.
Wow.
She had an additional from the 4-year-old. She had a 9-year-old son and an 11-year-old daughter. All of them are staying with a relative, and she has to stay away from them. Don't maintain any kind of, what is it? Maintain radio silence.
What?
No contact. I guess the court said, just leave them alone. You're dangerous.
Wow.
So that's what happened with the youngest pusher up in Delaware.
Well, look, let me tell
Y'all
you.
pray for them because they need help up there.
Okay. We're going to put a prayer.
I've never seen any stuff like that in my life.
But check this out. What is going on with Michael Phelps? Michael Phelps is suspended for 6 months from competition, and he won't get his monthly paycheck from U.S. Swimming.
Didn't he get arrested, last week or something?
Yeah, he was chasing some jungle love up in
that
Baltimore.
What it was?
But that's not what he got arrested for.
You sure?
Nah,
he got arrested for the DUI.
Yeah.
He likes that brown
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 okay, allegedly.
brown eye. Anyway,
Allegedly. Is that what's going on?
he was up at the Horseshoe Casino drinking and doing his thing, chasing that brown eye, and he was swerving in the tunnel. He was swerving in the tunnel and got pulled over.
This is in your version of what
chasing
happened.
that brown eye.
This is what happened.
What's brown eye, Poppa DD?
Brown eye is the jungle fever. You know.
Is that the same as Jungle Boogie? That's something different.
You know what? He needs to go in and sign up for Uber. Or he need to get a
he needs to get a driver. This man got 18 gold medals, and he's still driving his own car. You need a driver. Get a driver.
Get a driver, Michael.
Uber. Right.
You know who listens to the show? Michael Phelps. Get a driver.
Oh, he listens to the show?
Yeah, he listens to the show. Come on, Michael. That's not a good look, man. Get a driver.
Now, on a serious note, the guy Duncan said he died from this Ebola.
Yes, I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah, that was the first one that was in the United States about the Ebola. Yeah, that's sad.
But this is what I don't understand. Now, they said, first of all, when he arrived, he told the hospital down in, where was he, in Texas?
Mm-hmm.
He told that hospital that he had come from Africa, Nigeria, wherever it was in Africa, right? But apparently they dropped the ball because they did not do anything or screen him or any of that.
Mm-hmm.
They told him that he appeared to have flu symptoms, and they sent him home.
Right.
So 6 days later, he started, I guess, having more severe symptoms.
But wait a minute, didn't he lie? He lied when he first came here. He said he wasn't, didn't come in contact with nobody with the Ebola virus or anything. So that was one strike. So he should have just came clean. But didn't he deliver a baby or something like that?
I don't know.
What?
They said that he was in contact with a pregnant woman who had Ebola. But I don't know where the lie was. I'm confused over what was the lie. Did he have contact with a woman in Africa who had Ebola, who was pregnant, or was he not? I don't know.
Yeah.
But see, here's my concern about that. Now, they said they had no more of the drugs that successfully helped the other two people who came back.
They said it wasn't on hand.
But I'm trying to understand, how are you saying that you only had enough to cure
first of all, he was in critical condition at the time.
But that's because they diagnosed him 6 days after.
Right, but they were also trying to use a more advanced drug, the experimental drug.
No, it wasn't advanced. It was an experimental drug.
Right, but it probably was more powerful.
Well, they were treating him with an experimental drug that's used for smallpox.
Yeah.
The other two people who are now have recovered are no longer suffering from the effects of Ebola, and they're doing okay.
Right.
So what I don't understand is they're saying that it takes up to 6 months to create more of this. What's that medicine called? ZMapp.
ZMapp. Yeah.
ZMapp. It takes up to 6 months to make ZMapp.
Right. Redwine is a lot smarter.
So what does that mean? Go ahead. So it means what? They only had enough in-house for 2 people?
I guess so.
In the entire United States, there was only enough medicine to help 2 people?
I don't know. You got me on that.
I just want to hope that this was not a racially motivated situation. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying.
That's what we're going to get into.
What I do, I'm just saying.
We're going to get into that later on, the blackness, keep on.
I bet not find out it was racial. That's all I'm saying.
We're going to get into that
later on. In the second hour of the show, we're going to definitely get into the blackness, what it's all about, who and what you are, what you stand for, what you represent.
Right.
How you hiding it, how you put it up front, whether you're black or whether you're bullshitting with it.
Right.
On the last hour of the show, we're going to get into your blackness, just to see just how black you are.
Oh, it's going to be deep.
It's going to be deep. And we got Redwine here, so that means we got to give us a call, 914-803-4306, or hit us on the web at apajamaparty.com.
And if you want to talk to us, you need to press 1 when you call.
Right, press 1.
You got me?
We'll be right back.
All right.
Hey, this is Poppa DD. Join me on Friday nights live at the Pajama Party, adult online radio talk show. And don't miss my segment called Living for the City and What's Poppin'.
Hey, and join me. This is Redwine with the long stem, and I've got the hot topics in my commentary called I'm Just Saying. And don't forget, the cocktail of the week for me, Ketel with the yellow top. I got the Hollywood wrap-up along with Weird News. And don't forget, we've got the kisser list. That's for the people who get on our last nerves and you want us to call them out.
So join us on Blog Talk Radio for the Pajama Party.
Every Friday night at 9 p.m. on the East Coast and 6 p.m. on the West Coast. Go to apajamaparty.com to listen online or follow us on Twitter at apajamaparty. Call us live, 914-803-4306. And don't forget to press 1.
Now let's get back to the show.
Hey, what happened to the snack tray or the bartender?
Does he want to see my slippers?
I'll call the room service.
All right, we're back here at the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hey, what's going on?
And Redwine.
Hello.
And we're in Washington, D.C. with a live audience tonight. Y'all want to do a little cheering up? Yeah. We got a live audience backing us up tonight. Once a month, we try to get a live audience. We put out a bunch of booze and a bunch of food, and that's just how we roll.
And food. We got to put that on the shirt.
Booze and food, yeah.
And then you show
up.
up.
That's a nice T-shirt idea.
I'm telling you, booze and food, they show up.
I know that's right.
Well, y'all not here because y'all sincerely support us?
They're here for the open bar.
All right, we're trying to straighten things. We thought they were here on a level of security and that they really sincerely support us, but they're just here to take the free shit.
They on the kissing list tonight.
All right.
What you got, Redwine?
Anyway, what we got up next?
We're back on the hit it and quit it headlines.
Hit it and quit it.
Redwine got something interesting.
Yeah, I heard that Amazon has announced that they are going to open a physical store up in Manhattan, New York, right up there by Macy's.
8th Avenue and 34th Street.
Yeah.
Northwest.
The Red Star?
Oh, yeah.
8th Avenue and 34th Street.
They about to put it down.
Can we put this?
You know how big that crowd is up there during the day?
Yeah.
If you a people watcher or you trying to find you some trim.
Everything up there.
Watch out there.
That's the corner.
I don't know what trim is, but I bet you'll find it up there.
Well, what's the story, Redwine?
So the story is they about to open up a store up there, and there are some of the financial analysts are saying that Amazon is a bully because they feel like Amazon has already cornered the online market.
Don't
Macy's will squash them like a bug. Are you kidding me?
We shall see.
Macy's is crazy.
We shall see.
That Red Star has got the power.
But I'm just saying that some of the financial analysts up on Wall Street are saying Amazon is a bully. They called them out and said, look, y'all already got the online thing on lock. Why are you going to cross over into the brick and mortar business?
Don't hate.
Don't compete with us on that.
Don't hate.
They're saying that they want them to stay out of that and let them do what they do.
Right.
So we'll see what happens.
Right.
But that's the story. That's as they say, that's the word on the street. So we shall see what happens.
Yeah.
I'll be watching, but I tell you what, I like Amazon. So, I order stuff from them online because they do have the deals. And if I can go up to New York whenever I'm up that way and get it right there on the spot, and I don't have to wait a couple of days to pay postage.
Oh, they get ready to take over.
I'm all down for the call.
Especially little things like a little piece of electric cord you may need, the little pigtail cord.
Exactly. Stuff you can't find locally.
Yeah.
They get ready to monopolize.
Right.
So I'm saying, hey, Amazon, do what you do.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you.
I still think Macy's going to squash them like a bug.
Well, Macy's with the Red Star. Watch out there. Anyway, that's another chapter in the book.
Okay.
Supreme Court, they done stepped up to the plate.
What they doing?
They say they have said they will not rule over states in same-sex marriage cases.
Oh, really? They're punked out on that.
They stand out of that.
I don't blame them.
Shiznick.
Controversial as hell, man.
And it says it's now legal in 32 states and Washington, D.C.
Where's my kiss it list?
Wait a minute, that's the highest court, and you going to put them on the kiss it list?
I'm going to put them on the kiss it list.
That's not right. They going to put us out of business like Papa said.
All right.
We can't do that.
You know they got your boy, what's his name?
Clarence. I'm not scared of
Clarence Thomas?
Clarence Thomas.
What?
I'm putting the Supreme Court.
But I'm trying to tell you, the Supreme Court said, my name Bennett, and I ain't in it.
All right, yeah, they don't get involved.
The Supreme Court on the kiss it list for punking out.
But I guess if you want to go ahead and get married, you got to go to one of those 32 states, or Washington D.C. So the Supreme Court said we ain't getting in it. But what you got, Papa?
You know what? I want to talk about the NFL.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. What's that song? Anyway, the NFL has banned the players from wearing Beats headphones.
Come on now.
Because they recently signed a contract with Bose. So they told the players, which has nothing to do with the players,
Right.
What I'm wondering is, where's the Players Association? Now, to explain what a Players Association is, like on your job, where is the? Give me a disclaimer, please, real quick.
Poppa DD disclaimer as usual.
Give me
The following program contains coarse language and nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
All right. Where's the fucking union? Okay, where's the union? How come people can't step up? Just because the NFL signed a contract with Bose, that means your players can't wear Beats headphones?
That's not right.
Who designed that bullshit? They couldn't even get the Ray Rice situation right. They couldn't get They got my man out for the hitting the baby with a switch. You know, it was 4 years old. It was kind of young to be beating a child. You know. But they also need to understand that black folks have decided he was raised, and if you give the man a lesson, suspend him for a few games, whatever, what have you.
Right.
But NFL right now is jacked up. It was a total white bread establishment that don't know jack about nothing. Bunch of rich folks. I'm gonna talk about it in my What's Poppin' segment later on with the NFL.
We might have to get into the blackness too.
They're full of
blackness segment. Yeah.
Here you got a foundation that's 85% black.
Wow. Yeah.
But all the owners and the leader is straight Caucasian.
There you go.
You know, all right. That sounds like that plantation setup.
It sounds like a plantation. Same thing.
I'm just saying.
Same scenario.
You saying?
Same way.
Man, you might write commentary on that one. Redwine.
I'm going back to my
Step and fetch it. Negro Charlie, the whole nine.
If
Charlie.
You guys got a comment on what we're talking about?
Yeah, call in. 914-803-4306. Don't be scared, because later on we're going to talk about the whole blackness thing to get the fear out of you about being black. If you're black, be black and be proud.
I know that's
Don't sit back on your morals and act like you're trying to impress
Y'all
people.
Y'all can't see it, but I got the blackness sign holding up, baby.
Ketel's holding up the fist like the 19...
There you go.
I'm going to go get my pick
boys.
with the fist on the end.
But check this out. On a lighter note, the famous Waldorf Astoria Hotel in the NYC, they were bought by a Chinese insurance company for.
It is not.
Guess how much? Guess how much, Redwine?
$1 billion.
How much you think, Papa?
$1.5 billion.
$2 billion. I can't even spell billion. How many dang on zeros is that?
Waldorf.
$1 billion?
Now the Waldorf is the same hotel they use in Coming to America, right?
Yeah, but check this out. It's gonna be ran by the Hilton.
Oh, wait a minute, that was the one where the King of Zamunda.
King Zamunda, y'all see me there?
Do not alert them of my presence.
Yes.
Somebody said I'm staying at the Waldorf.
Do not alert them of my presence.
The pebbles were down, were laid down.
The rose petals.
Yeah, the rose petals were laid the foundation.
So the Chinese people had bought the Waldorf Astoria?
Yes, they had. I'm telling you, they coming up in
what
this
is the world coming to?
They
Watch
bought
out
the
now.
Waldorf.
But it's gonna be ran by Hilton. What's up with that?
See, they brought it, but they don't want to make the fucking beds in that motherfucker.
That sounds like some of that
They said, we'll buy it, but we ain't making no beds.
That's Rosemary's Baby.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's a trick of the devil.
So they brought the hotel, but they let the Hilton run it. They ain't trying to make no beds.
They don't want to do the work.
They ain't trying to mop no floors.
But look,
they ain't trying to clean no toilets.
You guys,
they just want the profits and the property, but they say we want you underpaid.
There it is.
And overworked.
Yeah, it's crazy. You cannot see the world for what it is. You need to open up your eyes. We at the Pajama Party see the world for what it is. Okay.
We can say things that you don't want to say.
Now, who brought it? The Chinese, Japanese? Who brought it?
Chinese.
Okay, they all look alike. Anyway.
Watch out, Papa.
No, he didn't.
Chinese brought the Waldorf Astoria, which is on the east side in New York, over there by Grand Central Station, Wall Street, and all that. Break it down to you.
Right now,
you remember Astrid the Simpson?
She wanna live in a high rise.
Yeah.
Way up on the
east side
of the city. Watch out now.
But she can forget about me. Anyway. Yeah. So wow, that's very interesting.
You guys got any comments tonight? What number they gonna call, Papa?
Just give us a call, 914-803-4306, or reach us on the web at apajamaparty.com.
And we got a segment we're gonna get into in the top of the hour, next hour, the blackness. Keep it on. You guys want to stay tuned to that?
Yeah.
And we're gonna take a little CC break, and we'll be right back.
Right back.
All right.
You're in tune to the late night adult pajama party right here on Blog Talk Radio. This is a production of DC Homegrown Entertainment. To share your opinion with the Pajama Party Crew, call us on 914-803-4306 and press 1. If you'd rather just listen in, you can still call us and listen on your phone, or you can listen online by going to our website, www.apajamaparty.com, and clicking the Listen banner in the top right corner. So join the conversation and let us know what you think about tonight's topics or whatever is on your mind. Okay, who turned the lights off? Call us now, 914-803-4306. Now back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party.
We're back at the Pajama Party. We're recording live here in Washington, D.C. tonight. Can we get a roar for the live audience? Yeah, we got a live audience here in Washington, D.C. tonight. We're recording.
Can't tell them where we are, Papa.
Yeah, we're going to tell them where we are. We're at an undisclosed place here. I'm going to go into the What's Poppin' segment. What's on my mind tonight.
Uh-oh.
All right.
You need a disclaimer? Give him a disclaimer.
Yeah, give me a disclaimer so I can talk and stuff.
Give him a disclaimer for the night.
You come back.
All right. Watch out there.
The following program contains coarse language and nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
Okay. First of all, let's talk about Roger Goodell.
Uh-oh.
He's the commissioner of the NFL. Sorry-ass, lying piece of shit. We'll call it. Anyway, he just had a meeting last week, Tuesday, I think, of the owners. They were going to discuss behavior in the NFL, was something that should have been discussed. Something should have been in place. But they're just discussing it now in 2014. Okay? Now, they showed a picture of him in the lobby greeting the owners of the NFL, smiling his ass off because he was again around his millionaire friends, smiling his ass off. I couldn't even measure the distance between cheek to cheek on how happy he was to be around his rich-ass friends again. After all the shit he's been in, his ass has been dipped in hot oil over the last couple of weeks, so he's been scared as hell. He didn't even show up at the San Francisco's 49er opening.
All right. We had what now?
He didn't even show up at the 49ers opening of their new stadium in San Francisco because he was so scared of everything going on in the NFL at the time.
Right.
But when the owners showed up in New York, all 32 owners, smiling his ass off. You should have seen a smile on his face.
Right.
He was around his millionaire friends. It was crazy. All right?
Wow. That's crazy.
And another situation we got going on is the fact that they just sued Kaepernick $10,000 for wearing a Beats headphones as opposed to wearing Bose.
Come on now.
At the NFL.
What's up with that?
The NFL has a contract with Bose headphones. So therefore,
that's the NFL. Does that include all the players too?
Like I said again, where's the Players Association?
Well, who signed the contract?
Where's the union? NFL signed a contract with Bose, and they told the players you cannot wear Beats headphones.
Or any other.
What kind
they
of
said
plantation?
As long as it's not Bose.
Well, now,
you
watch
can't
out
wear
now.
it.
What kind of plantation bullshit is that?
Watch out now.
But now what I heard is that they said as long as you're on camera, you can't wear anything other than Bose.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
So as long as there's no media around, you can wear your Beats or whatever else you want. But if the media or cameras are around, you got to have on Bose because that's who they signed a contract with.
Right.
I don't totally follow that because I'm trying to figure out, okay, if the players didn't make that agreement, why are they bound by that agreement?
Doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. Which the players probably even know nothing about that agreement. That's some backroom shit they got to do with billions of dollars. They ain't bringing nobody in on that meeting.
Right.
But then you come out and say, oh, yeah, by the way. But how you going to get Bose to BS you with that? The whole world does what they want to do today. If I want to sit on a wooden toilet seat as opposed to a cushion toilet seat, that's my business. If I want cushion chairs as opposed to leather chairs, that's my business.
We're going to put them on the kitchen list.
Put them on the kitchen. We already got Roger Goodell as a permanent fixture.
Roger Goodell,
NFL.
We ain't got any.
And put the Players Association, too, because they are not stepping up their game representing the damn players.
Well, if you guys got any comments, call us on 914-803-4306 or check us out on apajamaparty.com. We got a live audience tonight. Audience, hey!
So if you hear little noises in the background, people's cell phones going off, we tell people to come in the door, cut their cell phone off, but they don't listen up.
Bartender, another drink, please.
We got
you hear glasses clinking and ice, you know.
We got booze going on. We got
the tequila.
Yeah, they got some tequila and lime over there.
These people are just off
I got
the chain.
water in my glass.
Yeah, right, Redwine.
Anyway,
We're
take
Redwine.
a small break. We'll be back here.
CC break?
Yeah, we'll be back in a moment.
And we'll be right back.
Right back.
This is the Pajama Party on Blog Talk Radio. The Pajama Party is produced by DC Homegrown Entertainment at www.dchomegrown.com. The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the Pajama Party crew and you. So pick up the phone and dial 914-803-4306. That's 914-803-4306 and tell us what's on your mind. There's a big fluffy pillow reserved just for you at the Pajama Party, so call us now. And remember, it's PJs only, no clothes allowed. Pass it on. Log on to www.apajamaparty.com and click the Listen Live banner or call 914-803-4306. Now let's get back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party. Is it tea time, darling?
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hey, what's going on?
And Redwine.
Hey.
All right. What we
Friday
got going
night.
on?
We got weird news going on. Crazy
There's
stuff.
a lot of weird news going on.
Uh-huh.
Weird news.
What you got? What we got, Papa?
Let's see here. I got Donald Sterling. You know, Donald Sterling was the gentleman that sold the L.A. Clippers. The gentleman that was messing around with the, they say she was African-American, but she looked Asian to me. I call it like I see it. You know?
Malaysian or something?
Sometimes I wait to see the cunt hairs to see what's really going on.
I ain't messing with
Anyway, Donald Sterling's wife recently called the police for what she thought was a burglar in the house. Turns out it was alleged the burglar was the girl that he was in all that stuff with. Her name is what's her name? Stilbenosi, whatever her name is. You know, light bright, damn near white, look like Asian, but supposed to be black joint. Anyway, and she's the girlfriend's mistress. So apparently the wife don't give a shit about the mistress being in the house.
I don't even think she's
like
there, Papa.
She's I sold the team for $2 billion. I got plenty of money. I don't give a fuck who you fucking.
I don't even think she don't even care. It's all about the dollar
sign. She don't care.
Yeah.
So he invited her over to the house, and the police left without doing anything, and they laughed as they walked out the driveway. They said, those motherfuckers is crazy, and we ain't fucking with them.
That was
They're
crazy.
rich, they got shit going on, and we ain't dealing with them.
But check this out. We got a drunken streaker ran across the football field at Old Dominion game.
Old Dominion.
Saying people in the stands were egging him on. He faces up to 1 year in jail for the incident and exposure, and he was drunk and disorderly.
Old Dominion, Norfolk, Virginia. I know it well.
Yeah. Isn't that a prominent college?
I didn't know streaking was still out there like that.
Man, I guess they don't care.
Little needle dick was running across the field.
I figured this was not a black man. I'm just asking.
Now, the police reported he had 3 inches of white steel.
We're going to put a disclaimer on you.
What do you look like? He had 3 inches of white steel between his legs.
No, I don't need to disclaimer. I was just asking a question.
Okay.
Well, what else you got, Redwine?
I got one. I saw something that I thought was really crazy. This guy named Reza Bellucci was trying to run. Get this. He was trying to run from Bermuda to Florida.
On that water
bubble.
On
the water.
Water bubble.
In this big inflatable hamster wheel.
Hamster wheel?
It was a hamster.
What's up with that?
It was like a big inflatable hamster wheel.
Yeah.
The man was going to run. He had his little supplies and whatever, and he thought he was going to make it. So first, some fishermen saw him.
They found him, right.
And he was all dehydrated.
And then the Coast Guard found him. He was all wore out and fucked up.
Yeah.
You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I can make it.
No, he told the fishermen he could make it.
Yeah.
And he was all dehydrated and
disoriented,
They gave him some water and left him out there. So he started running some more, and then after a while, he just started running out of supplies. Sent a signal out because now he was lost. He didn't even know which way to get to Bermuda. The Coast Guard came and got him and took his crazy behind home.
Papa said that was a Gordon fisherman.
The Gordon fisherman. Okay.
Wow, that was crazy.
So he didn't make it, needless to say. He didn't make it.
But check out this crazy man here. Man has spent $100,000 to visit every Starbucks in the world.
What?
$100,000. Give that damn money to me. Money? I guess so.
He's trying to go to every Starbucks?
He's been to over 11,733 so far. He has a website, Starbucks Everywhere, and he's been on a personal mission since 1997. What? He's spending $100,000 trying to attempt his goal. What the freak is wrong with him?
It's got to be something wrong with him.
If you guys got a comment on this cracker babbit stuff, dial 914-803-4306 and check us out on A Pajama Party.
Ketel said crack. I heard that sermon a long time.
This mofo is crazy.
Mofo, woo!
Man.
That's a DC talk.
Man,
mofo.
send that stuff. Hey, I'm in my hometown.
I heard
DC
that.
in the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty now.
Something like that.
Just retarded. Send that money to me.
I don't get
I'm going to give you my P.O. Box number, 45678. Send that to me right now.
Okay, we also got a U.S. Air flight was delayed for 2 hours.
We got the audience talking back here.
Yeah, we got, first of all, we have a live audience here in Washington, D.C. Live audience, you want to get out of your systems up. It's kind of hard to keep grown folks quiet for a long time.
They got the tequila.
Cell phones ringing, they farting, they cracking up champagne,
they got the bar over there.
Ice and all kinds of stuff going on.
Bartender, another drink, please.
Anyway, we got a U.S. Airways flight was delayed for 2 hours on Monday.
What?
Because it was swarmed by bees.
What?
Bees, yellow jacks, hornets, all that jazz. The flight was going to Austin, Texas from Charlotte, North Carolina.
North Carolina, that's
North
me.
Carolina.
Man, I was in that like, God damn, I just feel some things in my business.
The bees were filled inside the cabin of the plane. The pilots were freaking out. They had to call a beekeeper.
A beekeeper?
Who charged U.S. Airlines $10,000.
I know that's
to get these bees out of there.
I would charge them $20,000.
Once it was cleared, the flight was able to get on their way to Charlotte. $10,000 that beekeeper charged U.S. Air. I do not blame his ass one fucking bit.
This sounds like that story last week where they had to call the people to get rid of the beaver.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
$15,000 to get rid of a beaver.
A beaver, what they call it? A beaver trapper?
I chased a lot of beaver in my life, but I sure ain't paying no $15,000 to trap no beaver.
I know that's right.
Anyway.
Man, that was
$10,000 the beekeeper charged U.S. Air to get rid of bees. $10,000. I would have bought 4 or 5 cans of Raid.
That's what I'm saying.
$3.99 a piece.
I know that's right.
From the
Home Depot.
Home Depot.
With some Raid.
Hey, if you guys got some comments, want to call in, 914-803-4306 on apajamaparty.com. What you got, Redwine?
Did you hear the one about this man that was so pressed about getting a new iPhone, he was willing to trade his 3-bedroom house to get an iPhone? Now, is that crazy? This man has a 3-bedroom house up in Detroit. I checked it out and got the address and everything. So if anybody listening, you want to...
What's the address? 555-1212?
For real. The address is 11954 Lang Street. That's Laing Street, Detroit, Michigan, 48224. Now, the asking price that the house is listed for is only $3,000. Now, granted, this house was built back in the 1920s, and it's what they call a fixer-upper.
Wow.
So the house has issues.
Okay.
And clearly this man has issues.
That joint about to cave in.
This man said, look, give me a new iPhone, and I will trade you an iPhone for this house.
That is crazy.
He's actually accepting offers. People have been giving him offers online. The house has 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. It's 2,400 square feet. It's a fixer-upper. And he said if he doesn't get a new iPhone, he'll consider an iPad or maybe even an Android phone. Depends on what people offer him.
What kind of shiznick he been on?
I don't know.
Man.
All I'm telling you is that if you want to move to Detroit, you need to go check him out up on Lang Street, up in Detroit, Michigan.
Well, if you guys got a comment on anything that we talking about tonight or this crazy-ass fool with this iPhone shiznick, dial 914-803-4306
and press 1.
Hit us at pajamaparty.com. on the internet.
What we got here? Monica Hargrove was upset because her unflattering mugshot was on the Columbus, Ohio Police Department Facebook page.
How often I've been saying that? First of all, I do not do social media, okay?
This is crazy.
When you go on Facebook with your real name, the first place your picture and your name goes into the police department.
This is some shit.
Okay, now read your story.
She called the police to complain about the mugshot, saying she wanted to be taken down.
Back up. She complained about her mugshot.
Her mugshot. She called the police to complain about the mugshot, saying she wanted to be taken down.
Off of their website.
Yep. They suggested she come down.
They have a Facebook website.
They suggested she come down and talk to them about it. Actually, she actually showed up. Do you believe that?
Mm-hmm.
She was but she was wanted for aggravated robbery and kidnapping.
And a warrant for her arrest.
And you know what they did, right?
Locked her dumb behind.
They sure did. Over a freaking move. That is crazy. Her name is Monica Hargrove. In Columbus, the stupid woman Monica Hargrove in Columbus,
what's her name?
Ohio.
Monica what?
Hargrove.
Okay, she's going on the kiss
list. Go ahead and put on the kissing list.
Monica Hargrove.
Also, we are live in Washington, D.C. The live crew.
Live crew.
You guys got any questions or comments or just say anything?
Yeah,
whatever.
Give us a call, 914-803-4306. We're at Pajama Party here every Friday night between 9 and 10, sometimes 10:30, sometimes 11. We're going to 11 o'clock tonight because at the top of the hour we're going to talk about blackness. How black are you?
And keep
are
it
you
on.
blue black, brown black, yellow black, high yellow black?
I know that's right.
And how you feel about your blackness. Are you covering your blackness? Are you proud of your blackness? Are you keeping your blackness under wraps to get along, to buy shit, to do shit, to get good credit, to buy nice cars? Or you being black as you can be, being who and what you are? We're going to kick it around. I think me, Redwine, and Ketel got 3 different opinions on black. Cause me, I'm straight black. Redwine, she's light, bright, damn near white.
And I don't feel like I need to be identified one way or the other.
You my girl.
I heard that.
That's all I'm saying.
So we're going to take a CC break. We're going to be right back.
We'll be back. CP sounds.
You're listening to the Pajama Party Late Night Adult Talk Show. We've added a new segment to the show called the Kiss It List. Every week, we put people on this list who have done dumb stuff or have been irritating or just gotten on out of your nerves. So we call them out and put them on the Kiss It List, and we tell you why. If you have somebody you want to add to our Kiss It List, hit us on Twitter at @PajamaParty and use hashtag #KissIt, and we'll add them to the list. If you prefer to email your contenders, send them to info@apajamaparty.com. We'll call them out every Friday night at the end of the show, so get those names in. Now, let's get back to the Pajama Party Crew and more of the show. DJ, would you mind turning it up a notch? Oh, how rude. Oh, you're on the Kiss It list.
All right, we're back here at the Pajama Party. We have a live performance tonight here in the studio.
Live audience.
Yeah. We're here in Washington, D.C. tonight with a live audience. I'm here with Ketel with a yellow top.
Hey, what's going on?
That's Ketel, and I'm here with Redwine.
Hey, everybody with the long stem. You know what I do.
We're going to go to the I'm Just Saying segment with Redwine.
Yeah, tonight I'm really concerned about this whole Ebola situation, Ebola. And what I'm looking at is the brother that just recently died, who was the first one diagnosed in the United States. I really hope that he didn't die simply because he was not Caucasian. I don't want to say it was because he was black, so I'm going to say because he was not Caucasian.
There you go.
But what I'm trying to understand is now, when it was known that he definitely had Ebola, they said that the hospital, they did not have any more of the ZMapp medication to treat him with.
Right, ZMapp was the original deterrent.
Right.
From,
They said they did not have any more ZMapp, so they were treating him with something that is used to treat smallpox. Now, they knew the brother did not have smallpox. The brother had Ebola.
He was in critical condition at
He
the
was
time.
in critical condition with Ebola.
Right.
But they're treating him with medication used for smallpox. Now, his health continued to deteriorate.
Right.
And then we hear a story talking about how the hospital representatives were doing press statements and stuff, talking about, oh, we dropped the ball. Oh, well, the communications fell apart. Because he did, in fact, tell people at the hospital that he had just come back from the area in Africa that had been infected.
But at first he lied now.
No, but he did say that he had come back from the area in Africa. He never lied about that.
Okay.
But the problem that the hospital is saying is that they broke down in communications because I guess one hand didn't know that the other hand already had information.
Right.
So they're saying that they didn't realize that he had come back from an Ebola-ridden area. So they're basically, the hospital in Dallas was saying, well, we would have reacted differently had we known. But he did disclose that.
Right.
The only thing that he allegedly lied about was whether or not he dealt with anybody who had Ebola. But when he came in presenting with conditions that looked like Ebola, they told him, you look like you got the flu, go home. But the problem is that the hospital has come back and said, well, we had some communication issues, this, that, and the other. And I'm just trying to understand, like, at what point does the country say this is unacceptable?
Right.
Because it seems to me that anytime you have someone who has not just been ill, but this man has lost his life. He's dead now.
Yeah.
God rest his soul, condolences to the family, but this man is dead. Now, the hospital is saying, well, we made some mistakes. Our people weren't communicating the way they should. The Centers for Disease Control in Atlanta are coming out with all these communications and press conferences talking about what they could have done, what they should have done, and all of that is all now after the fact.
Right.
But none of that is going to bring back the life of this brother.
Right, that's true.
Now, they just went through all this stuff for someone who I think was a healthcare worker who suspected he might have had Ebola because he was on, I think, the team that had to go and clean out the apartment of the brother who just died. He said he wasn't feeling well. They jumped on that thing, post-haste pronto on it. They were on it. And they ran him through all the tests and everything and declared him to be Ebola-free.
Right.
But I'm saying, now, this brother was 6 days back from Africa, and nobody was aware of what was going on.
Elaborate on a little more. We don't want the Ebola situation to turn like AIDS did back in the early 80s.
And see, that's what the fear is now.
If we don't pay attention to it and get with it and be right with it, it's going to take out people like AIDS took out people. Okay?
And see, that's what the CDC is now saying. I saw a representative today who said this could become like the AIDS epidemic.
And you know what?
And if you don't get on top of it and deal with it the way
Ebola
it
comes in the United States in close proximity as we are in New York and D.C. and all these little big municipalities, it's going to be crazy.
Right. And now they're talking about whether or not shutting down the borders should be the answer. But my thing is, you know what, closing the borders at this point, I don't see how that's going to fix anything because too many people have already come and gone. And then you had some guy who thought it was funny, was on a plane today, who made a joke about saying, I have Ebola or something, coughing and sneezing. They threw his simple behind off that plane.
Right, because they being stupid.
Now, I hope they put him up on some charges because to me, that's not funny.
They should.
That's like the same way when you get on a plane and say, oh, I might have a bomb in my bag.
That's
They will put your simple behind in jail for that.
Good. That's nothing to play with.
No, it's nothing to play with.
Yeah, and it's a new virus coming out too now, but...
Oh, the one that those children have. I don't know what it's called. Something begins with an E.
And I'm not sure where it's coming from.
Enterovirus. Okay, the audience said it's called enterovirus. So they have all these, like that little boy, they said he had pink eye. He went to sleep with pink eye and never woke up.
Wow.
And they don't know what happened. That little boy was what, 4? Wasn't he like 4 or 5 years old, something like that?
Wow.
So, I mean, there's so many different things all happening. Then you got ISIS going on. And it's like there's so many things happening right now.
Can really spend in one day just to hear the news what's going on.
You know, sometimes I wonder if there's like, if we're being diverted, you know, our attention is being diverted by some of the stuff. So I think what we all have to do is just remain diligent and pay attention to all of it. We all have to learn how to multitask. We got to pay attention to all of this stuff that's going on.
I know that's
So, hey, I'm just saying, pay attention.
She just saying that's Redwine, man.
Yeah,
You
she's
guys
fired up too.
got a question or comment?
Pay attention.
914-803-4306 or apajamaparty.com. We got a live crew tonight in Washington, D.C. Live crew. But we're going to take a little CC break and we're going to come back. But at the top of the hour, we're going to talk about this segment called The Blackness. We're going to really get into that segment. And we want you guys to call in 914-803-4306. And we want to hear your views and comments and things that we're talking about, because it's going to be a deep subject.
Yeah,
we're going to take a CC break. We'll be right back.
You're in tune to the Late Night Adult Pajama Party right here on Blog Talk Radio. This is a production of DC Homegrown Entertainment. To share your opinion with the Pajama Party Crew, call us on 914-803-4306 and press 1. If you'd rather just listen in, you can still call us and listen on your phone, or you can listen online by going to our website, www.apajamaparty.com, and clicking the Listen banner in the top right corner. So join the conversation and let us know what you think about tonight's topics or whatever is on your mind. Okay, who turned the lights off? Call us now, 914-803-4306. Now back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party.
Yeah, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hey, what's going on?
And Redwine.
Yoo-hoo.
All right, next we're going to talk about the drinking tonight, if I can find it. It's called the what? The Negro? The what?
Negroni?
Negroni! I see the word Negro with the word Ron on the back end of it. Negroni. Negroni. It's a live audience. Anybody ever heard of Negroni drink? They don't know.
Come on,
We need to
Negroni.
get the bartender to mix one up so we can try it out.
Bartender.
Okay, the Negroni, which is a very racist name. I don't know who thought of this shit.
We're going to get into that later.
That's right. The last hour of this show is going to be all about blackness, all the crap. Oh, man, please, just pisses me off. And you got a black eye. A black eye is bad. The black sheep of the family is bad. I've been blacklisted. Everything is fucked up.
Next hour, Papa.
Okay, all right, calm me down. Give me some ice back. Anyway, this drink is called a Negroni. Yeah, it pisses me off anymore. 1 part gin, 1 part sweet red wine. Help me with this.
Vermouth.
What was vermouth? Vermouth is I've seen that bottle.
You sure to say vermouth?
Vermouth. Can the audience tell me what vermouth is?
You sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. Yeah,
What
put
is
some
it?
in your
What is
mouth.
it?
Can we get some assistance?
Yeah, put it in your mouth.
Can we get some assistance?
Come over.
Yeah, put it in your mouth.
No, not in your mouth.
Oh, okay.
Can you
We have an audience member that's going to tell us what vermouth is.
Okay, so the Negroni, we have 1 part gin, 1 part sweet red vermouth. That's what you use for martinis. 1 part Campari, and you serve in an old-fashioned glass.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, I'm willing to try.
What's your name, audience member? What's your name? Watch out, he's a naked chef. The naked chef in the house. Watch out now.
Dang.
What you serving up tonight, naked chef?
Whatever it is, it's naked. I know that much.
We're serving up some New Orleans style craisins and peaches bread pudding.
That sounds good.
Everybody here enjoying this, but radio audience, you just got to get with me.
Oh, we're going to get with it.
Right.
Believe me.
We can really check that out.
All right, thank you, naked chef.
Thank you, naked chef.
You're welcome. Love y'all.
Love you
Y'all
too.
give a round of applause to the naked chef.
All right. So I got the little movie review for tonight. This is Ketel with the yellow tie.
All right. You going to go to the Hollywood Wrap?
I sure am.
What you got in the Hollywood Wrap?
I got Gone Girl. I don't know why I want to call it Gone, Baby, Gone.
Because that movie already happened.
Oh, did that happen? What had happened?
Yeah, what had happened was Gone Girl.
This is Gone Girl with Ben Affleck and David Fincher. He is the director.
Now, this was adapted from the book, correct?
I didn't read the book, so I don't do too much reading. You know, Redwine, I don't do too much reading.
Well, I do plan to read the book, so I'll let you know if it.
I appreciate your honesty, Ketel. Some people say I read the book, they ain't read shit.
I'm going to read that book.
I'm a visual person. I got to see what I'm doing.
Ooh. All right now.
Okay.
Word.
It's called Gone Girl, and of course Ben Affleck is in it, and Rosamund Pike. I'm not too familiar with that actress, but I saw the movie, and it was about between a 1 and a 10. It was about a 6.5. 6.5.
That's They hyped that movie to the ceiling.
Yeah, it started slow and plateaued up, and then it came down. The ending I didn't like the ending. It could have been a little better than that.
Okay.
But I'm trying to tell you, the wife, she's a crazy bitch. Excuse my language. She was a crazy bitch. That's all I'm going to tell you. You want to give me a disclaimer, Redwine?
Okay, you got a disclaimer.
My
Here
bad.
you go, right here.
Bartender.
The following program contains coarse language and nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
All right, put your clothes on now.
Yeah, okay.
All right, go ahead.
Now speak your mind, Ketel.
Yeah,
put your PJs on.
The wife she was a bitch.
Ooh.
She was a daggone mess. You hear what I'm saying? She's a character to watch. You got to watch out for her. Ben Affleck, he was pretty good.
Bitch.
But I would encourage you to go see Gone Girl. It was a pretty decent movie. Like
How much money did it make
6.5. $38 million.
What?
That's good.
Can't beat that.
Can I just get $100?
See what I'm saying?
I'm not greedy. I just need about $100.
Okay, I'll tell them to send you $100 through the mail.
Okay, can you call Ben? Ben?
Hey,
Ben, I need about $100. That's all I want.
All right, if you listening, Ben, all she needs is $100.
No, wait a minute, Lola, change my mind. Ben, make that 1,000.
We'll put some more zeros on that.
Yeah, some people in the room I got to share, so make it about 1,000.
Yeah, but that was a good one. That was a real good one.
Sure.
So, if you guys got any questions or comments on anything that we're talking about, if you want to talk about something new and fresh, 914-803-4306, or check us out on apajamaparty.com and press 1. That's a red wine. Keep telling me, press 1.
Press 1.
Like Poppa DD said, she's the smart one of the bunch. She always tells me.
Whatever.
Miss Technical herself.
Yeah, Redwine got us beat. I feel like an idiot compared to her.
But we get ready to get into
I
this.
just run behind them. That's all I do.
We get ready to get into this segment called The Blackness.
The Blackness.
It's going to be riggedy raw.
Keep on.
And we got a live audience tonight, so I'm quite sure they're going to get in the riggedy rawness of the blackness.
Yeah, we're going to break it off with we'll take a commercial first.
Yeah,
let's take a commercial.
Take a little CT break.
Okay. And we'll be right back after a word from one of our sponsors.
No, that's right.
Do you have unruly children? Do they misbehave in school and get bad grades? Are timeouts completely ineffective? Are you scared to spank them because they might have you arrested? What they need is a new school where discipline is number one and education is secondary. What they need is
Whoop That Ass Academy.
Here at the
Whoop That Ass Academy,
we don't have discipline problems. Know why? We're privately owned and we do what we want. And when kids get out of hand,
we whoop that ass.
Timeout is for football games. When kids want to show off, we don't give them a timeout. We just
whoop that ass.
We don't make a kid stand in the corner. That's by house plan. When one of our kids gets out of order, we snatch him out of that classroom and
whoop that ass.
Here at WTA Academy, we make sure they learn the basics of reading and writing, math, and science. But above all else, they learn discipline. This is what will keep your kids out of jail. Make the world a better place. Sometimes you gotta whoop that ass. And we do. Here at WTA Academy, our motto is, we care enough to whoop
that ass.
They may not read and write too well, but they'll act like they've got sense because we
whoop that ass.
So bring your kids on down to
Whoop That Ass Academy.
We'll get them straight.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. Here with a live audience, as you can hear in the background.
Yeah.
I'm here with Ketel and Redwine.
What's going on?
Hey. We keeping it sexy, keeping it live. We got an audience in here tonight, y'all.
Hey, audience, hey. We're undisclosed place in Washington D.C. You had to get a special ticket to get in.
Yeah.
If we tell you where we are, we had to kill you.
Yeah.
So
and I'm too tired to do that. So
I know
that's
that's right.
anybody tonight.
At this point in the show, we're gonna open up what we call the Blackness. We have a little segment we're gonna play from Smokey Robinson. Smokey Robinson did something on Def Comedy Jam Poetry. He did a segment which was very live and very real, and we appreciate it very much. Talked about his own personal blackness and how he felt about the whole black thing. And he prompted us to putting this segment together tonight because he was very real with it, and we appreciate it. Redwine, do we have that queued up?
Yes, I do.
All right, let's roll with that Smokey Robinson thing. It's about 5 minutes, so sit back and take a listen. 914-803-4306. You want to call and comment on it, but check out this Smokey Robinson segment.
Def Poetry, please give it up for Smokey Robinson.
I love being black. I love being called black. I love being an American. I love being a black American. But as a black man in this country, I think it's a shame that every few years we get a change of name. Since those first ships arrived here from Africa that came across the sea, there were already black men in this country who were free. And as for those who came over on those terrible boats, they were called nigger and slave and told what to do and how to behave. And then Master started tripping, doing his midnight tipping down to the slave shacks where he forced he and great-great-grandma to be together. And if great-great-grandpa protested, he got tarred and feathered. And at the same time, the black men in the country who were free were mating with the tribes like the Apache and the Cherokee. And as a result of all that, we're a parade of every shade. And in this late day and age, you can be sure there ain't too many of us in this country whose bloodline is pure. But according to a geographical genealogy study published in Time magazine, the black African people were the first on the scene. So for what it's worth, the black African people were the first on Earth, and through migration, our characteristics started to change and rearrange to adapt to whatever climate we migrated to. And that's how I became me, and you became you. So if we're going to go back, let's go all the way back. And if Adam was black and Eve was black, then that kind of makes it a natural fact that everybody in America is an African American. Everybody in Europe is an African European. Everybody in the Orient is an African Asian, and so on and so on. That is, if the origin of man is what we're going to go on. And if one drop of black blood makes you black like they say, then everybody's black anyway. So quit trying to change my identity. I'm already who I was meant to be. I'm a black American born and raised. And Brother James Brown wrote a wonderful phrase. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Because I'm proud to be black. And I ain't never lived in Africa. And because my great-great-granddaddy on my daddy's side did, don't mean I want to go back. Now, I have nothing against Africa. It's where some of the most beautiful places and people in the world are found. But I've been blessed to go a lot of places in this world. And if you ask me where I choose to live, I pick America, hands down. Now, by and by, we were called Negroes. And after a while, that name was banished. Anyway, Negro is just how you say black in Spanish. Then we were called colored. But shit, everybody's one color or another, and I think it's a shame that we hold that against each other. And it seems like we reverted back to a time when being called black was an insult. Even if it was another black man who said that a fight would result. Because we've been so brainwashed that black was wrong, till even the yellow niggas and the black niggas couldn't get along. But then came the 1960s, when we struggled and died to be called equal and black, and we walked with pride with our heads held high and our shoulders pushed back. And black was beautiful. But I guess that wasn't good enough. Because now here they come with some other stuff. Who comes up with this shit anyway? Was it one or a group of niggas just sitting around one day? Feeling a little insecure again about being called black and decided that African American sounded a little more exotic. Well, I think you were being a little more neurotic. It's that same mentality that got Amos and Andy put off there because they were embarrassed about the way the characters spoke. And as a result of that action, a lot of wonderful black actors ended up broke. When we were just laughing and having fun about ourselves. So I say, fuck you if you can't take a joke. You didn't see the Beverly Hillbillies being protested by white folks. And if you think that, of course you think that being called African American sets all black people's minds at ease, since we affectionately call each other nigger, I affectionately say to you, nigga, please. How come I didn't get a chance to vote on who I'd like to be? Who gave you the right to make that decision for me? I ain't under your rule or in your dominion, and I'm entitled to my own opinion. Now, there are some African Americans here, but they recently moved here from places like Kenya, Ethiopia, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Zaire. But not a brother whose family's lived in this country for generations, occupying space in all the locations, New York, Miami, L.A., Detroit, Chicago, even if he's wearing a dashiki and sporting an afro. And if you go to Africa in search of your race, you'll find out quick you're not an African American. You're just a black American in Africa taking up space. Why you keep trying to attach yourself to a continent where even if you got the chance to go and you went, most people there wouldn't even claim you as one of them, as a purebred daughter or son of them. Your heritage is right here now, no matter what you call yourself or what you say. And a lot of people died to make it that way. And if you think America's the leader on inequality and suffering and grieving, how come there's so many people coming and so few leaving? Rather than all this fine thought with America shit you promoting, if you want to change something, use your privilege. Get to the polls. Come and support them. God knows we've earned the right to be called American Americans and be free at last. And rather than you moving forward with progress, you're dwelling in the past. We struggled too long. We've come too far. Instead of focusing on who we were, let's be proud of who we are. We're the only people whose name is always a trend. When is this shit going to end? Look at all the different colors of our skin. Black is not our color, it's our core. It's what we've been living and fighting and dying for. But if you choose to be called African American and that's your preference, then I give you that reference. But I know on this issue I don't stand alone on my own. And if I do, then let me be me. And I'd appreciate it if when you see me, you say, there goes a man who says it loud. I'm black. I'm a black American, and I'm proud. Because I love being an American. And I love being black. I love being called black. Yeah, I said it. And I don't take it back.
Yeah, we're back here at the Pajama Party. Hope you enjoyed that. That was Smokey Robinson doing something at the Def Comedy Jam.
Def Poetry Jam.
Def Poetry Jam. Well, it used to be called Comedy Jam Poetry. Mm-hmm. We start off with that because tonight we want to talk about the blackness and how you feel about the blackness you possess. Whether or not you are, like, the stand we take on it, me, Ketel, and Redwine. Me, I'm straight black. Call me black. Don't call me African American. Call me black. Black is what I represent. Black is what I am. Maybe it's a generation thing. I don't know. Some people like the African American thing because it's politically correct. Ketel, how you feel? What you like to be called?
Well, I got some history on the N-word.
N-word.
I mean, it's kind of a derogatory word. The history of the word. The N-word.
Do we need a disclaimer?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a disclaimer.
Give a disclaimer.
Oh, Lord.
And tell your children to go watch SpongeBob or something. Because we about to talk some shit up in here, all right?
SquarePants.
So if you got some sensitive people in the room, because we about to get real with it, because, see, I think that it's time with all the bullshit that's going on today, we really need to identify who and what we represent. You confront the game for a minute based on you trying to understand the situation you're in, but as soon as the game is over, you need to come back to who you are.
I know that's
because you can't rub your ass in bullshit for too long. Because diaper rash is hard as a motherfucker to get rid of.
Okay. Here comes the disclaimer.
So disclaimer. Throw me a disclaimer out there. After this, give me a disclaimer.
The following program contains coarse language and nudity. Viewer discretion
good. Now we got that out of the way. And you can't sue our asses.
Wait a minute, I got one more for you.
Oh, here we go.
Language, bud? We're on the air.
All right, Redwine's also our engineer, and she's also the smartest in the bunch. She has more intelligence.
Not hard.
No disrespect, I don't know about Ketel, but she's a lot smarter than me.
I know that's right.
Yeah,
I just
Redwine is smart as shit.
She get paid the most.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she gets more zeros than we do.
Yeah, with a zero.
Anyway, but getting back to our topic at hand, which we're going to run to 11 o'clock. We're going to run this topic to 11 o'clock tonight about your blackness.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do in your job to represent what you got to represent. But the minute the curtain is down, you get back into your car and back into your existence, come back to who the fuck you are.
I know that's
okay?
Right.
Because who you are is what you represent.
Mm-hmm.
And front the game as long as these people are paying you for the game. But when the game is over, come back to who you are.
But that's the question. Who are you?
Yeah, exactly. Some people don't know how to.
And who determines who you are?
Exactly.
Well, I got a little history. Let me just give my little history, and then Redwine, you can take over. The history of the word nigger is often traced to the Latin word Niger, Niger, meaning black. This word became the noun negro, means black person in English, and simply the color black in Spanish and Portuguese. The English, of course, as usual, substitutes such words as negar, negar, negger, or nigor. They're spelled differently, unfortunately. And then they say by the early 1800s, it was firmly established as a derogatory name. And then in the 21st century, it remains a principal term of white racism. So, what does it say? The word nigger carries with it much of the hatred and disgust directed towards black African Americans.
But doesn't it depend on who's saying it?
I guess. I mean, if that's how you want to say it, but I'm saying as they say, as the Europeans, as the quote unquote Europeans, they started this derogatory stuff. That's how I feel.
A lot of stuff started on the racism level, based on European. You hear a lot of stars today and people that are in business and stuff. They say my parents came over here. They migrated. When you hear the word migrating, migrating is a code word for my parents came over here
on a boat.
On a boat,
yeah,
a free boat, not a boat full of slaves and all the rest of the stuff like everybody else did. But my parents, when their parents landed on land, free blacks already had jobs.
Yeah.
Jobs that they mastered.
Right.
You understand? But they knew these jobs well.
Right.
So Europe, especially on the railroad, Europeans were killing black folks so they could become porters.
Right.
Porters was the biggest job in the world where all the tips and money was being made, because the one thing white folks love is black folks serving them.
Right.
They love that.
Oh, yeah.
And they still love it today.
And
Sammy Davis Jr. was the biggest pimp in the world because white folks love to be entertained. And they still love to be. LeBron James, they'll kiss his feet because he entertained his ass.
Right.
You know?
I think we got a caller, Papa.
We got a caller
coming
up.
But I think Redwine, she has some things to talk about on that retrospect.
Okay, well, we're going to bring this caller up.
All right,
caller, you have a comment. Go right ahead. You're on the Pajama Party. Welcome.
Hello.
Yeah, the comment I want to make is, why would you spend $35,000 on an ATM machine to put in your house?
$35,000 on an ATM machine to put in your house?
To put in your house, you don't want to run out of money.
What kind of crazy mess is that?
I don't understand what you mean. Can you explain that?
A basketball player done it a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, I didn't hear about that one, but I don't know why somebody would do that. Why would you do that? I don't understand. Why would somebody do that?
You're putting the money in yourself.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's actually a good idea because
he claims he doesn't want to run out of money.
Well, that's a good idea because if you don't want to go. First of all, whatever you're into, if you could bring what you're into inside your home, you're better off. If I was into partying, why not build me a club inside my house? Okay?
Right.
If I was into jacking the hose, why not bring the hose up into my crib? You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, I'm just saying. But we appreciate your call there, caller.
Yeah, well,
Thank you.
That's something to think about.
But that's a good point.
Then when I start making my damn millions, I'm going to put an ATM in mine. Shit, fuck
it. Make other people pay my service fee, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Is it going to be an ATM fee?
Yep, ATM fee. I like
somebody
that.
else pay my service fee. Shoot.
I know that's right.
Okay.
Thanks for calling in.
Right.
Appreciate you listening in on the Pajama Party.
That's
an
interesting point.
It sure was. That was crazy.
Yeah, but getting back to our subject about the blackness, we just want we're going to kick it around here for a minute. Want everybody to understand, like we were saying with Ketel, the fact that when some of the European immigrants came over to the country, some slaves were already free, and they secured jobs, and they were good at their jobs. And a lot of them were getting literally killed so people can fit in with their jobs. Half of them came over with small kids and pregnant. As they said, they had one on the ground and one in the hanger. That means you got a child on the ground and one in your stomach. So And they did some foul stuff, and they did name calling and all kind of shit. This is where the watermelon and Cadillac shit came in. But that's good because I love watermelon. I would love to drive a fucking Cadillac.
I know that's right.
So you can give me that analogy.
That's a comfortable ride.
That's a comfortable ride,
right.
and I love watermelon,
sweet.
especially with the salt on it. Anyway.
All right now.
But all these terms and terminologies and slangs and everything came from people that were straight hating, and it still goes on today. If you were that blind as a black person to not see what's going on every day right in front of your face, you are so blind it's not even funny.
But check this out, Papa. I got a few
give me those
on the N word.
Yeah, what they
something called naggers, Naggers.
What does that mean?
Acting in a lazy and irresponsible manner.
Lazy. Okay, lazy. Let's talk about lazy people. I know Caucasians are so fucking lazy it'll make your head spin. And I'm not saying that to be funny.
So what we gonna call them?
Niggas.
I'm just
that's
saying.
from the Peter Gallery.
Yeah,
that's my live audience.
Right.
Live audience in D.C. and undisclosed place.
Laziness is an individual thing. Laziness is individual. It has nothing to do with race. Exactly.
Lazy does not
and as we say this here,
is a state of mind and a state of being. It is not a color.
And we have a national audience. We're not trying to beat up on the Caucasian people at all, but we just trying to let you know that we need to let everybody know that the history speaks for itself. Go ahead, Ketel. Let's continue.
I got one called nigger lipping.
What does that mean?
Wetting the end of a cigarette while smoking it.
What?
Nigger lipping?
We got nigger loving.
Wait a minute.
Everybody know what nigger loving is.
Ketel. Redwine.
Okay, anybody class if you ever heard the term nigger lipping?
I never heard that before.
Okay, nobody's heard that.
But see, these are some of the terms that goes on inside that particular group.
Right. Okay.
There's a lot of shit we don't know.
I'm asking, has the audience ever heard
Okay, now
what
heard of
nigger lover?
Nigger lover. What does nigger lover mean?
Derogatory term aimed at whites lacking in the necessary loathing of blacks.
Okay.
Nigger shooter, a slingshot.
A slingshot?
Now check this.
What's this here, nigger luck? What does that mean?
Nigger flicker.
Nigger luck.
What?
Nigger luck.
Yeah.
Nigger luck.
Exceptionally but undeserved good luck. It's always something.
These are some of the stuff that people put together that they are acting like they know who and what we are.
But check this out.
Hold it. What the hell is that shit?
This
good.
one
That was a good one there,
check this out, called nigger steak.
Nigger steak.
A slice of liver or a cheap piece of meat.
Oh.
Talking about Willis.
So anything that's not right, that's not proper. Let's talk about some non-proper stuff that has to do with blackness. A black eye means a fucked up eye.
Yeah.
You're the black sheep of the family means you're the fucked up one in the family.
Yeah.
You've been blacklisted, which means you ain't on nobody's list.
Blackballed.
Come on, help me out, Redwine.
If black mark on your record, that means you have something
fucked
negative
up on your record.
against you.
Let me see. Help me out, studio audience. What else do they call black that's bad?
Why can we
blackball?
Blackball. Black Monday,
Black Friday.
Black Friday. Well, Black Friday.
Black
Friday.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good day to shop now. So I'm not mad at Black Friday.
Why can't we reverse this up and say white list or white Friday?
How about a white lie versus a black lie?
Yeah, black.
Ooh,
what is that about?
But a white lie, it will be a nice little lie. I told my wife a white lie. I told my wife a white lie, and she went along with it.
It's innocent.
I told a little white lie. What the fuck? A lie is a lie.
It's got to be negative. I suppose so. So what's your view, Redwine?
Yeah, Redwine.
Well, my position on it is that I saw the part of the interview that Raven Simone had with Oprah.
Raven Simone.
And I know people were upset with her,
but frankly.
Well, I mean, part of
now, who was Raven Simone, first of all?
She's an actress that started out as a child actress. She started out when she was like 3 or 4 on the Cosby Show,
and then she got picked up.
She was still Raven Simone. She got picked up on Disney on the show called That's So Raven, and then she did some what is that thing? The Cheetah Girl.
And that's the one where that's the girl where the titties would not stop growing.
You know what? The child cannot help her genetics.
Wait, does he need another disclaimer? What's going on?
He needs time out.
Give me disclaimer.
Time out. We got no time out there.
But what I'm saying is, wait a minute.
We're on the air.
What I'm saying is that the young lady had an interview with Oprah recently, this week, I believe, and Oprah asked her about her sexuality because there's been all this talk about is she gay, is she straight, and she said, you know, I don't want to be labeled as gay or anything else. I am a human who loves humans. And that's all I'm willing to state. And she said, I don't know why people have to be labeled. And then she went into saying, just as people say African American, I don't consider myself African American. I am an American and I am black, but I am not African American. Now on that point, I'm down with her.
I like that.
I'm down with her on that. Because I feel like all of these labels and stuff is what gets us in trouble. Because just like as a strong female, I don't care what color you are. If you assert yourself in this country as a female, people say you're bossy, you're too assertive, and all that. But if a man, asserts himself, they say, "Oh, he's just taking charge. He's a upfront kind of guy. He got big balls. He got it going on." But then if a woman does the same thing, she's bossy. She's, you know, they have all these negative things to say. That's the problem with labels. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm saying let's get rid of all the labels. Why do we have to be called anything? If your roots are in this country, then why can't you just be American that just happens to be black? Why do we have to be African or anything? Because first of all, Africa is a continent. Africa is not a country. There are countries within the continent of Africa. If you were going to name your country as far as your ethnicity, you would have to be able to trace what country are you from in Africa. So if you were to say, for example, if I were from Nigeria, then I would consider myself a Nigerian American.
As opposed to
if you talk to Africans,
as opposed to a Liberian.
As opposed to a Liberian American or a Ghana American.
Because Nigerian and Liberian people, when it comes to the language, Nigeria was mostly conquered by French. And Liberia came afterwards, because people from Liberia speak more English than they do in Nigeria. So there's a lot of paraphrases has to do with Africa.
But check this out. I do have some history on that. It says African American history. It started in 1500 with the first Africans coming from Mexico and Caribbean to Spanish territories like Florida, Texas, and other parts of the South.
So this is what Smokey Robinson said.
Near where the
This is what Smokey Robinson said, that when the slaves came over, there was black folks already here.
There you go.
They were free slaves already
here. It says as early as 1526, Africans rebelled and ran away and went to South Carolina.
And we also have to look at time. See, we can't think that, time moves fast, but time is also of the essence. 1500, 1600, 1700, 1800, that's not long ago. If you want to see how long it was ago, look at Abraham Lincoln. I think he died in 1860, something like that. So you just put 100 years on that and call 1960. Some people born in 1960, 100 years later. So when look at your grandmother, great-grandmother were born during the times that Lincoln was living. So the 1800s, 1700s, 1600s, 1500s, that's not a lot of time. It's just time passed. But it's time that can be grabbed if you understand the history of it.
But it's
and
still time that we have been reclassified.
Well, we were different. We were always unique.
And what I'm trying to understand is who is making these decisions?
The people that aren't as unique as the people they're talking about.
But who are these people?
If I got a 13,
is there a
give me a disclaimer real quick.
I'm trying to understand, is there a council? Is there a board? Who is making these decisions?
First of all,
we're going to become the board tonight. We're going to make some
touch of madness around here.
Give me a disclaimer.
Okay, here you go. Here's your disclaimer.
The following program contains coarse language and nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
If I have a 13-inch Johnson hanging between my legs, that makes me different, okay? If somebody else has 3 inches of white steel, it may be white steel, but it's only 3 inches. If I got 13 inches of loin fucking lamb, the fucking choice USDA purple stamp hanging on my shit, it makes me different. And people be the USDA.
Damn, it went to USDA.
Hanging.
I'm sorry, my mind went a whole nother
The shit that Rocky Balboa was hitting in Rocky. No, what I'm saying, I'm making jokes. I'm making jokes, but
he ain't your type. Remember Redwine?
You remember when? First of all, when the average African woman came over here, she had a booty that was so round and different. See,
booty
see,
everywhere.
let me tell you something. Check it out. See, The bougie.
The bougie. Oh,
the
you put French on it now.
The bougie. White women traditionally put the emphasis on their breasts. Okay.
Right.
They got some nice titties. They got some nice titties.
You got to work with.
We ain't gonna front them with that. But when the African women came over here with that posterior that was just completely round and crazy,
right.
You know, the slave owner couldn't help himself because it was something like he'd never seen.
We got the posse here tonight. It's live, all the way live.
Well, all I'm saying is I just want to know, when are these meetings held that people are deciding what we are going to call ourselves?
Friday night at 9 o'clock. When we on the air. That's when it's going on.
Okay, so I just want to know, like, when are these meetings so that if we decide that we're no longer going to be Negro, or we're not going to be Black, or we're not going to be Afro-American, we're not going to be African-American, we're not going to be African-American, we're just going to be Black, or we're going to be no label at all. I just want to know when these meetings are, because I would like to be invited.
I told you on Friday.
So somebody please send me an invite.
Friday at 9 o'clock.
Friday,
we
9
on the
o'clock
freaking
on
air.
Talk Radio.
We can't go to the daggone meeting.
Okay, you know what? We're going to have our own meetings.
You know what?
And we're going to decide what we need to be called.
Let's take a pause for the calls. I got a studio audience member that was talking about the
blackness. He want to get into it?
There was a person
they want to talk about the black.
Venus Hottentot.
Okay.
Venus Hottentot obviously had
Well, we're going to take a CC break. We're going to take a
Venus,
CC break.
we're going to talk about Hottentot. We're going to get the information on her.
Yeah.
She was obviously a sideshow that the Europeans was taking on tour because she had the nicest ass on the planet.
Yeah, I read about
and
her.
they sold tickets on her ass.
They sure did. That was
So if you got any guys got any questions or comments, you can reach us on 914-803-4306. We're going to take a CC break. We'll be right back.
Her name.
We're going to be right back.
Okay, we'll be right back on that.
Well,
what's your name? We want to know on the late night adult pajama party. Call us now on 914-803-4306 and tell us if you agree or disagree, or if you don't care one way or the other. If you've been waiting all week to tell somebody what's on your mind, now is your chance. Dial 914-803-4306 and press 1 to speak with the Pajama Party live on the air. To listen to the show online, go to www.apajamaparty.com and click the listen banner on the top right. If you'd like to advertise your business with us, get in touch on www.apajamaparty.com. So call us now on 914-803-4306 and press 1. We will get to you as quick as we can. Now, back to the Pajama Party Live.
All right, we're back here at the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hey, what's going on?
And Redwine.
You.
All right, we're getting back to our segment, like the blackness, keep on. We're talking about how black you are, how black you believe in, whether or not you're fake me out black, real black, or
blue black,
high yellow black, light bright damn near white black, whatever you represent.
We have
one of our friends of the show, Lena Chanel.
Hey.
Who we're gonna be bringing her in the next couple of weeks to do some singing. She's an up and coming recording artist. But she has some history on us. We have a caller? Or?
Yeah.
We'll take a caller and we'll get right back with Lena Chanel.
Okay, we have David on the line.
Hey.
One of our callers that we hear from time to time. What's up, David?
David, what you got going on?
Hey, what's up? Sound like
How
y'all
you doing?
having fun in D.C.
Yes, we are.
You know we are.
Y'all partying hard. That's a good
yeah,
topic.
undisclosed
I like that topic.
All right.
You like that? How black are you, David?
I really like that topic. You know, I don't mind being called black. I prefer that. You know,
my man,
knowing my history, knowing the history of black folks. You know what I mean? It's just that we don't know what we want to and what we want to be called. But the reality of the matter is, when you look at white, when you look at the color, they make it look like that's the baddest thing in the world. You know, but reality of it is really everything white is bad. Salt, bread, you know what I mean? Milk.
Bread, white bread's not good for you.
White flour.
White flour.
White flour.
White sugar's not good for you.
That's right. Sugar. Yeah.
David, that's a very wonderful point, brother. Very wonderful point.
And,
wow.
and I wanted to bring that up because the reality of the matter is that's what it is. Everything white is really bad for the human being.
Wow.
And
that's deep.
Even in slavery, the white women had the black women nursing their kids because they wanted them kids to be healthy and strong.
That's very true.
If we don't really know, they got these tapes out called Hidden Colors that elaborates on a lot of this stuff. You know, I think more of the black kids need to know from where we come so they would know where they're going.
Yeah.
I agree.
It didn't start with them, right.
The history books, by this stuff not being in the history books or not being taught or passed down generational. You know, these kids today are lost. That's why we have so much black on black crime, because they don't know who they are. You know what I mean? But them European kids, you best believe that their parents is teaching them who they are and where they came from, you know. And they also teaching them that black, see, the white folks know about blackness. They try to act like they don't know, but they definitely do know. And it takes me out behind the fact that a lot of times, even on these jobs, I can't understand why when black folks is around white folks, they'll change the way they talk, the way they act. You know what I mean?
Why, David, whatever do you mean?
When the white folks is constantly trying to copy us.
Be us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go to a club and there's nothing but black music playing in the club. No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we appreciate the call, David.
Thank you.
We're gonna get back to our segment. Thank you for being a friend of the show. And
all the time.
All right.
All right, David.
Have a good night.
Thank you so much, sir.
Have a drink for me.
All right,
you,
now. All right.
All right.
We'll do our best to accommodate.
All right.
Hang out with us.
I will.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
All right, we're getting back here to Lena Chanel, which is a friend of the show. She'll be coming on hopefully next week with her some of her music that she has cooking. She's up and coming recording artist, but she has views on blackness. She is black, by the way. How black are you, Lena Chanel?
Oh, I'm black.
That's my girl.
All right. I'm proud.
All right.
Give us a little history.
Right.
So, Eric brought up the conversation about Sarah Bartman, and I've learned a lot about her. So I thought it was interesting that he brought it up when we were talking about the blackness.
Mm-hmm.
But she was born in like 1789. This was a while ago, and she was sold to London as a freak show.
Mm-hmm.
So her booty was so big,
yeah.
so they literally like displayed her as a freak show for years. What are those people called?
I'm not
They
surprised.
tried to rescue, basically some doctors and some abolitionists tried to rescue her before, but it was just crazy. Like, she was literally being taken all over the place, getting displayed.
So people could look at her booty?
Yeah, she would literally just be undressed, and her booty was like
round and big.
And
what was her name again?
Sarah Bartman.
But they called her Venus Hottentot.
Yeah, Venus Hottentot was her.
I did.
So her booty looks like what's her name? Nicki Minaj's fake booty looks now.
It was bigger than that. And it was
bigger than
real.
You know?
I was trying to find this song, but
I believe it.
Woo! That's a lot of booty.
I believe it.
And then what happened, Lena? One doctor bought her, but used her as an experiment.
Right.
That's how they let her drink and all that, and they used her as an experiment at the end. So
That's
she died
crazy.
as a
That is
guinea pig.
And there were so many like different drawings and like funny, things mocking her body,
cartoons and stuff.
Wow.
And Howard University Theater put on a play called Venus Hottentot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, Howard University put on a play called Venus what? Hottentot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for you all listening, get on Google, look it up. If you still have encyclopedias, pull them out, see what you can find out about
It's very interesting. And, that all ties into the day, like I always said, that where the master's wife put the emphasis on her titties because her titties was all she had to work with. So this is where you got the bustier, and everybody put their cleavage out front.
Yeah, the corset.
Because, white women got some nice titties. I'm not going to knock their titties.
They all
but
right.
They had no.
They all, I mean, it ain't all that.
I just said that to fucking.
Watch out.
I said that to get some shit going, and it worked.
Boston, cut him off. Cut Papa off.
It's not all bad. Nothing to write home
If you
about.
ladies have any comments on what Papa just said, down 914-803-4306.
Yeah, that
or
sounds
check
like
us out on
I said that to get a rise, and it worked.
Yeah.
But they knew there was no competition for the booty of the black slaves, so the white women would be boosting up their chest, their cleavage, and their face, because they wanted their husbands to still see something in them.
Right.
But the husbands would still go out there at night.
But
the husbands go out there at night and get with them like it wasn't even funny, because there's something about them hips.
You gotta play up the positive and downplay the negative.
It's just something about them hips and them thighs that just make motherfuckers lose their mind.
Well, I just wanted to share this, that, in all the conversation about black and ethnicity and race and all, I think a lot of times people confuse what's the difference between race and ethnicity. Now, I looked it up, and according to what I found, the difference between race and ethnicity is that race is determined by your physical traits, such as things like your hair color, your hair texture, your eyes, your nose, your bone structure, things like that.
Right.
That is part of what is considered your race. And then ethnicity is based on your country of origin.
Where you from? I can dig it.
So you can have a lot of the physical traits that would make you fall into a certain classification, but that has nothing to do with where you're from.
Right.
So your ethnicity has to do with, for example, if you come from the continent of Asia, you could be considered Asian based on your location, your physical attributes, but the country you're from could be from Indonesia, Taiwan, China, Japan, all of those different places. Now, if any of those people are second generation born here in America, they don't usually consider themselves to be Asian American. People outside of their culture call them that. They don't call themselves that. They will tell you that I am Korean American.
Oh, yeah, of course.
They don't say I'm Asian American.
No.
If they're Korean, they will tell you I'm Korean
specify
American.
where they're from.
Exactly.
Because the Korean is not going to definitely call himself a Vietnamese.
And that's why I go
way.
back to saying
No
that
way.
I'm not down with the labels, because, again, I say Africa is not a country. Africa is a continent.
Right.
I don't know personally where my roots go back to, what country in Africa. So therefore, for me to say that I am African American, I'm identifying with the continent of Africa.
Right.
I'm not from the entire continent. I don't know where my people come from. I know that my parents came from North Carolina and from Washington, D.C. That's in the United States of America. Therefore, I am American, who happens to be black.
By way of Central Avenue.
Okay. So all I'm saying is that I'm American. So I agree with what Raven Simone said on that one. I say forget all these labels.
Right.
All this African, Afro, this, that, and the other. Why can't we just be American?
Well, if you guys got a comment on what we're talking about, down 914-803-4306, or check us out on apajamaparty.com. We're going to take a little CC break, and we'll be right back.
Take a break.
So just hit us up on the Pajama Party.
Okay, we're going to get one of our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
All right.
Does your gray hair make you look much older than you really are? Do Boy Scouts try to help you cross the street? Don't waste your time with messy hair colors that won't last. Wigs will just make your hair sweat. What you need is a permanent solution. You need
Gray Be Gone. Gray Be Gone
burns your gray hairs right down to the root. No more coloring with
Gray Be Gone.
Simply apply Gray Be Gone with the heat-protected gloves to your entire scalp. When you feel the burning, the gray hairs are being fried right on your head. After the procedure, just stick your head in a bucket of ice water to cool the burning, and just like that, no more gray hairs. You might have bald spots and burns where the gray used to be, but that's a whole different problem. Gray Be Gone will solve your gray hair problem once and for all.
Gray Be Gone.
Get yours today and make that gray go away.
Hey, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hey, what's going on?
And Redwine.
Hey, and our audience.
Yeah, we're live. Once a month we try to put a live audience in the studio so we can let the people talk about what's happening and get some of their views and things like that. we're going to wrap up this black segment we had. We're going to get back up on this. We're going to kill it for this week. We've only got a few minutes left in the show. We want to get to our kiss it list of anybody you know that you want to tell to kiss your ass. Give us a call.
Redwine, you need to put on there. You need to explain to them what the kiss it list is about.
Anybody piss you off?
He's explaining it now. Come on, Poppa DD. What's the kiss it list?
Yeah. Don't you got a little thing you can tell us about the kiss it list?
I got somebody.
The kiss it list.
We can already run it down in a few minutes.
Let me run this spot that tells you about the kiss it list.
Yeah, we're gonna tell you about the kiss it list right now.
You're listening to the Pajama Party late night adult talk show. We've added a new segment to the show called the Kiss It List. Every week, we put people on this list who have done dumb stuff or have been irritating or just gotten on out of your nerves. So we call them out and put them on the Kiss It List, and we tell you why. If you have somebody you want to add to our Kiss It List, hit us on Twitter at @PajamaParty and use hashtag #KissIt, and we'll add them to the list. If you prefer to email your contenders, send them to info@apajamaparty.com. We'll call them out every Friday night at the end of the show, so get those names in. Now, let's get back to the Pajama Party Crew and more of the show. DJ, would you mind turning it up a notch? Oh, how rude. Oh, you're on the Kiss It list.
All right. Welcome back to the Pajama Party. We only got a few minutes left on our show tonight. We first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for their participation. We're going to move on pretty rapidly. The kisser list tonight. First one on our kisser list is AT&T for cramming unnecessary and slick charges on customers' bills.
Yep, that's number one on my list.
That's right. Redwine, you got a list over there. Men's Health Magazine for printing a.
Yeah, Men's Health Magazine. They were called out this week because they printed a very demeaning story about how to talk to women about sports. Like, women are so stupid, we can't understand sports. I know football better than some men I know. So don't you dare write an article like you got to break it down to me like I'm in elementary school age.
What's the first down, Redwine?
First down, that's when you get 10 yards and you get a first down. I know my game. I may not know all sports. I know football. So Men's Magazine, kiss it.
Okay, we got Papa.
We got
Leon Panetta.
For being a Monday morning quarterback.
That has been.
Family the president by saying Obama. Leon Panetta was the Secretary of Defense, I believe.
I believe he was.
And yeah, he won the best jobs best jobs he ever had. And he was spamming the president for saying Obama should have armed the Syrian rebels back in 1912, and that's why we're in the current 2012, 2012. That's why we're in the current situation. I'm drinking too much. We're in the current situation we're in.
And we got the Marriott Hotel for intentionally jamming personal hotspot devices in their Opryland, Nashville hotel conference area. Forcing people to pay for what? The Wi-Fi service?
Yeah, they were jamming the signals on purpose so that people's hotspots wouldn't work.
That's not good.
And then forcing you to have to use their service that you had to pay for.
That's not good.
So that's why Marriott is on the kiss it list.
And your boy,
Steve Harvey. No.
What's up with Steve Harvey?
Steve Harvey is so full of shiggity. It's not funny. And here's a man that fucked everything moving. Redwine. I need a disclaimer on this one here. I know we ain't got a lot of time, but Steve Harvey. It's amazing how people put together these talk shows and they make money off of bashing men and honoring women. It's crazy. They get super rich by doing this. They treat men like shit. Don't say nothing concerning men's rights.
Hold up.
Please do.
The following program contains coarse language and nudity. Viewer discretion
Steve Harvey
is advised.
Full of horse shit. So full of horse shit. He is this Oprah Jr., okay? So busy bashing the hell out of men like we ain't worth dog shit in a Ketel show. And then he got an audience full of women that he's just patronizing like it ain't funny, just like Oprah. And it's just great. He had a guy on there today with 3 exes in the audience. Now, Steve Harvey couldn't bring none of his exes in there, okay? He got a gag order on his ex-wife where his wife can't say nothing about him. And he talks about his current wife like she's the best thing since sliced fucking bread. Give me a break. Anyway, Roger Goodell for smiling around his millionaire owners last week.
You know that's your boy.
Walmart for blaming Tracy Morgan for his own damn accident, claiming he didn't have seatbelts on him. I don't give a fuck. A fucking truck hit your ass at 90 miles an hour.
Who else we got, Redwine?
I don't give a fuck what you got on.
We got the Supreme Court for punking out on that decision about the same-sex marriages. The Supreme Court said, you know what, my name is Bennett, I ain't in it.
My name is Les, I ain't in this mess.
They ain't in that mess. They punked out on that altogether.
Who else we got?
We got the NFL Players Association, you know, for a number of things.
They not representing
the latest
shit.
one on that thing with the headphones.
They not representing shit.
Just because
they
the NFL got a
people.
contract with Bose, why do the players now, like, what's his name, Kaepernick? Why is he fined $10,000 because he want to wear his
Players Association is in bed with the NFL. What does it mean? They all
Monica Hargrove for being stupid over her crazy mugshot.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So she needs to be on the kissing list for just being stupid.
And we got a lady named Gina.
Call the cops and complain about your mugshot.
And we got a lady named Gina. Gina was a ratchet ghetto person that got her hair done in the hood, and the person that did her hair was so scared. She was so scared to go up to her house because the house was fucked up. The house, everything was a mess.
Gina, you're on the kissing list.
She had gangrene in the sink and everything, and the person that did her hair and said, "Where the fuck am I at?"
Darling, you're ratchet.
We got one more. The whole government,
Republican
Party,
the whole U.S. government and the Republican Party.
Well, we got something for them. Come on, Redwine. What you got?
Run that. We ain't got a couple minutes.
For everybody on the Kiss It list tonight.
Yeah, run that Kiss It list.
Yeah, I tell you, we had some good ones on the Kiss It list tonight. And thank everybody for sending in their nominations for the Kiss It list tonight. And here's a present just for you all.
Kiss my entire ass.
Kiss my Irish ass. You better kiss my Irish ass. This world can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. You can just kiss my ass. Baby, you can just kiss my ass. Oh. You can kiss my country ass. I said if you got a problem with any of that, you can kiss my natural born redneck to the bone, ever loving country ass. That's right.
Okay, we're here with the last word segment. I'm Poppa DD. My last word is that I just want peace, love, and harmony. Stay black and stay who you are. Don't fuck around and be crazy and stupid and fuck around and trying to be with the system. The system is going to fuck you in the ass in the end if you don't pay attention. What you got, Ketel?
My last word is just thanks for the live crew coming out in the Washington, D.C. area. And whoever else is out there, we got Cali, we got Jersey. Thank you guys, Philly. Thank you guys, North Carolina.
Friends of the show, thank you for calling in, everybody.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
What you got, Redwine?
I got a special shout out to the Creole Chef of DC, also known as the Naked Chef in the house.
Yeah, he's in his house tonight.
Yes, he is.
He's in the house tonight. Where can you reach him at? Does he have a web address?
You can reach him at on Twitter at Creole Chef DC. So check him out. He does all kinds of good things, good tasty things. He is sexy. He is talented. He will hook you up.
He does it all butt naked?
Well, I'm not going to say that, but I'm going to just say he is the Creole Chef DC. Check him out on Twitter.
And he does it all butt naked. Wow.
Okay, that's Poppa DD.
What a fucking guy.
Oh, we got to give two more shout outs. We got birthday party for Aunt Lala. And the dance machine, Tyrone. He couldn't be with us tonight. He's out bowling, but he couldn't be with us
Dr.
tonight.
Murray.
So Dr. Murray.
Dr. Murray.
Happy birthday.
All right.
Right.
We're going to shut it down.
We will see you all next week.
Thanks for calling, everybody. And thanks for staying tuned in. We are the Pajama Party. apajamaparty.com. And at Twitter, we're at Pajama Party.
The phone number is 914-803-4306.
Yeah, pass the word. Tell people listen in because we talk about real life stuff.
And you can check us out archives. You can check us out archives.
Right.
That's it. That's all. Good night.
All right.
Good night.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
Is it all over, Rock?
I guess so.
I bid you farewell, arrivederci, sayonara, and all that sort of jazz.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, good night.
Yabiko. Sana.
I regret to announce this is the end. I'm going now.
Good night, and good luck.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Now give me a kiss and say good night. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for attending our show, and good night.
Pajama Party, growing that day, throwing a party. Pajama Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Pajama Party, growing that day, throwing a party. Pajama Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Pajama Party, growing that day, throwing a party. Pajama Party crew, keep it real for you.